rise, warriors of gold. Legends are written, our story unfolds. Steel meets will in the heart of the fight. Bow to the crown or be lost in the night. We stand tall, we don't kneel. Glory forged in iron and steel. Through the fire, through the pain, only the strongest will remain. Imperial, the kingdom stands. Imperial, we rule the land. No retreat, no backing down. We wear the gold, we take the crown. Imperial, the empire reigns. Battle cries echo through the halls. Champions rise while the weak ones fall. One shot, one chance, destiny calls. Claim your fate or lose it all. We stand tall, we don't kneel. Glory forged in iron and steel. Through the fire, through the pain, only the strongest will remain. Imperial, the kingdom stands. Imperial, we rule the land. No retreat, no backing down. We wear the gold, we take the crown. I'm twisted up inside, but nonetheless I feel the need to say I don't know the future, but the past keeps getting clearer every day. I know they weren't the best of times, I didn't pass the test, I know my lines, but I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause all those days were mine. So I rewind.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Rewind, the show where we rewind the tape. We go back, it's only a couple of days now, Friday night, that we had our latest IWF event, Night of Champions. If you missed it, do not worry. We're going to catch you up tonight with all the highlights. We might have some guests. Actually, speaking of guests, it's been a while since I've had a reliant co-host. Shall we have one tonight? I think we should. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say because I've got a lot to say about this man, so I'm just going to say one of the greatest men I have known both inside and outside of that ring, but unfortunately we're not going to see him in the IWF ring again. It is, of course, Dagon. Evening, Brav.
I just can't retire in peace, can I?
No,
So many duties. So many duties.
I had to find someone worthy of co-hosting this with me. We've co-hosted before, so you know.
Listen, when I got the shout up to come and help host the Rewind and go over that amazing show that's just happened on Friday night, I thought, what else do you want to do on your Sunday evening?
It was, yeah, speaking of Friday night, it was a scorcher, and I don't just mean the crowd, I mean the weather. That room was very, very hot, so props to everyone who managed to show up in the extreme heat. And in fact, the heat was that extreme, we had a few emergency warnings go on through the night.
Yeah, cracked myself. It was when Ruby was announcing me to come out to do my retirement speech.
Yep.
All these alarms started going off. I'm thinking, oh, what's happening here?
I'm looking
Um,
over. I'm like, what? What?
but
Oh,
luckily enough, Cheers Bar didn't set ablaze. We
no,
were
it did not.
fine. Well, it didn't until the first match went ahead, and then it just got hotter and hotter all night.
Oh, yes, it did. And we are going to talk about the matches. But I just want to say hello, everyone watching. Hello, Ed. Arguably, I say it all the time, arguably IWF's #1 fan. He's there every single show. He follows us religiously. Good evening, Titch. I hope you're doing well. Hex is watching. Evening, Hex. We're going to be talking about you very soon, actually.
Really
Zoe is
impressed me
watching.
on Friday.
Zoe's watching from, is she that way? Is she that way? Is she that way? She's that way.
Downstairs.
She's
Downstairs,
downstairs.
yeah.
There he is, #1 referee in the Northeast, Brian Chaplow, watching. It was hot, Brian. It was very, very hot.
No, he's talking about me.
Nice of Nate Sawyer to give you Wi-Fi in his dungeon. I don't know. Oh, who's he speaking to there?
He's on about Hex, isn't he?
Ah, yes.
That is true. Did Hex get away?
He must have if he's speaking in the comment section. Either that or Nate Sawyer's learned how to use social media, and that is a very he has actually. That's a scary thought.
There's not much social about that, man, is there?
Oh no. Very terrifying. Last comment before we do move on, though, is Zoe is downstairs with the evil kitty cat. Wow.
Yeah, it's very evil.
No, can't call cats evil. I've got an evil cat sitting behind me. Night of Champions. We opened up with your retirement speech. I think that might be the last time we see you between those ropes, if I'm not wrong. Unless someone drags you in there. Hopefully not.
I would hope so. I would hope so, because for the roster and for anyone, like, I'm off limits now. I can't be getting dragged in there. But yeah, I just wanted 5 minutes at the beginning to. I know I've done it online and on multiple podcasts, but I wanted to thank the IWF crowd and the faithfuls and everyone that's followed us, like, personally. It was nice to be able to do that, and obviously I want to thank Spawn as well, because he's the one that went on that last ride with us, and we had that match at Grand Slam, which to me is probably my favorite match of all time. And I didn't get the response I wanted from the little nipper, did I?
No, you did not. Basically, he told you to get out of his ring, slapped your hand away. And you, I mean, props to you, because I know that there was a time when you would have said, no, I'm not getting out of this ring. No one tells me what to do. You went to go out. But then he turned to Lilith. And what did he do? Tell her to bow? Tell her to kneel?
It's the rules of the underworld. I mean, Spawn beat me, so rightly so. He is now the prince of the underworld, and you've got to follow orders. And he said that he was the leader of Pandemus now, so he wanted Lily, his sister, to bow to him. And we all know Lilith doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, so Lilith give him a taste of his own medicine. And that was the point I got in the middle. And again, it's Lilith. Anybody goes for Lilith, they're retired or not, they've got to get through me. But luckily enough, we did have a saviour.
You did. And none other than blacklisted Matty Mayhem coming out.
Shocked as you.
I mean, I didn't expect it. That was the last person I expected to come out was Matty Mayhem. But hey, you know what? Mass respect to Matty for coming out and doing that, and for what he said to Spawn about his legacy in this wrestling world long after he's done. People like you, Dagon, have a legacy that will be remembered. Whereas Spawn is, what did he say? He pissed it away.
Yep, that's the exact words he used, and the crowd erupted.
Yeah.
And realistically, Matty's been doing this a lot of years. So my advice to Spawn would be to listen.
Yeah, you'd be stupid not to.
And as we'll see when we go through the highlights.
I'm not gonna I'm not going to show the retirement speech. I mean, that's something I think I'm going to leave for Patreon, which I've been told Patreon. It will be on Patreon tomorrow evening.
Yeah, you've had enough of me. You don't need to take me on here.
But we are going to move swiftly on to the matches for Night of Champions. And we opened up with, I didn't know how this was going to go, but we opened up with the Regal Duos Tag Team Championship match, which saw the unlikely team of Scoop and Rory Shaw challenging Fahrenheit. And up until the last second, I honestly didn't know who was going to come out of that curtain. But Fahrenheit didn't know. But we did find a partner. We did have a Regal Duos Championship matchup. And so shall we watch those highlights and have a bit of a chat about the partner Fahrenheit managed to get?
Let's fire away, Brev.
Here we go. Enjoy, folks. Well done. Fahrenheit. So here's the thing. What you don't see in that video is Fahrenheit was milliseconds away from vacating the Regal Duos Championships. Handsome Jack just coming out of nowhere. And he made it clear at the start of the match he doesn't like Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
He doesn't. But still, to come out and save the day. I don't like it when a championship needs to be vacated. That's why I gave Fahrenheit a month to find a partner. The 11th hour, Handsome Jack making the save, and what a match that was. I'm going to point out the elephant in the room. Rory Shaw ditching Scoop. I don't know what's going on with them two, but
he's a long ranger, isn't he? He is. And do you know, watching this match, like I was sitting on commentary and I kind of got, what's the word for it? Like reality kind of hit us. So before that, when we've just been talking, Matty Mayhem, who's now part of IWF, was in the ring. You watch Brian all night, in my opinion, one of the best referees in the Northeast. And then you've got Fahrenheit, Rory Shaw, Scoop, and then Handsome Jack Carter walks through those curtains into IWF. This is the talent that we're bringing in. And this shows how serious the Empire is getting. And I'm just going to say it. I strongly believe IWF is the number one wrestling promotion in Sunderland. By far.
Yeah.
And that just proves it. And that match, exceptional, wasn't it?
It was
absolutely outstanding.
Yes. I didn't know what to think of Rory and Scoop going in that, but I want to point something else out. Is towards the end of that match, Fahrenheit, He hits the Swanton bomb, goes for the cover, but I don't know if you've seen it, but Handsome Jack made the tag as Fahrenheit was on the top rope. Fahrenheit went for the cover after hitting the move. If Handsome Jack hadn't have rushed in there and took the cover over, there could have potentially been a kick out. The match could have continued, and who knows what would have happened towards the end. It was, again, Handsome Jack using his experience there and using his smart to make sure the match was secured. I mean, who knows? Fahrenheit could have had the win, but Handsome Jack made sure they had the win.
I look at it as a different sort of perspective than that. I think Handsome Jack wanted to make a statement. He's one of those wrestlers that makes a statement everywhere he goes. And his statement was to win that match, regardless, no matter what. And he's seen the opportunity, tagged himself in, and he got the 3 count, which will help his confidence moving forward. But you've got Scoop and Rory. For me, when I seen it on socials that Scoop had rang Rory, this is never going to work. I mean, Rory is a tank. He's a unit. He doesn't need a friend. And I think that's kind of like cost him the match, because Rory in his own right is a champion of his own, isn't he? Like,
I mean, yeah. He's got a temper. Look, I've always said about this as Rory is an amazing athlete. He's just got a temper that I don't agree with. I think he could be a bit nicer to people.
Yeah, and Scoop being Scoop just wound him up the full
he
through.
He did. He did.
Well,
That's on Scoop.
There was points that Rory was just using Scoop as a human weapon. Kind of like take that and get the pin while you're in there. But yeah, Scoop just kind of got on Rory's nerves a little bit too much.
Johnny Flashback there, who we'll be talking about very soon. Jack Carter is the real deal. I trained with him before his debut. Was a good lad, but I don't know what's happened to him since. Arrogance. I mean, I've got my personal opinion is everybody involved in wrestling has to have a little bit of arrogance. I'm sorry, you do.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's 2 different kinds of egos, isn't there? There's egos that's a good ego, and there's egos that's a really poor ego. And we're just surrounded by people with positive ones.
We are.
As part of a successful tag team, doesn't matter who gets the 3 count. Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah, exactly that.
Get the job done. But can Fahrenheit make Jack Carter realize that the fans actually like them? Can Fahrenheit grow that friendship? It's never going to be the same as Fahrenheit and Mitch, Blaze of Glory, but it's going to be something new.
It is. It is. We need a new name for them. I'm going to have to speak to them about that. We need to know what to call them.
I have seen it on socials. Not Blaze of Glory.
Not Blaze of Glory.
I don't know if they're going to go ahead with that, but
I can just see the Blaze of Glory t-shirts and Handsome Jack writing on marker. Not.
Yeah.
But again, fantastic match. Handsome Jack walking into the IWF and on his first night taking away a championship and bragging. Yeah, that's something to go and brag about, in my opinion.
Never been done.
Congratulations.
The guy weren't even booked before he walked through the curtain. And he walked out a champion. Amazing stuff. I got to give him it.
It is time, though, we move on to our next match of the night, which saw Mr. Next in Line, Johnny Flashback, taking on Danny Kaye, who recently lost the Regal Duos Championships alongside UNG Mackie. So we'll talk about those highlights and then we'll have a bit of a chat about these two. And just I want your thoughts on a few things about Flashback as well. So enjoy these highlights, folks. And Mr. Next in Line won it.
Yeah.
Quite a very, very technical match, I have to say, between both Flashback and Danny Kaye here. Danny Kaye is another one like Rory who I like seeing him wrestle. I think he's very, very, very talented. He's just got a very sour attitude. I wish he could, come around to the light side. But I wanted to ask you about Flashback before we talk about the match. If you had won at Grand Slam, didn't retire, retained the championship, and Johnny Flashback had gone on to choose you to face, you knowing ahead of time now, and everybody knows this, that you knew your time was coming to an end, would you have accepted that match, or would you have said, look, I can't do it?
I would have
I'd be
accepted.
dying to ask you this.
I would have accepted purely for the fact that there's a number of people in, actually everyone in IWF. If I got to a point where I won and my time was limited, I would still have faced them. Especially Flashback, we've got a lot of history. We've faced each other multiple times in the past. And the fact that he's able to freshen things up the way he has been lately, it would have been very interesting.
Yeah, and like you said,
match.
The way he's been freshening things up lately. I mean, look at who we went through in that next in line match. Went through the likes of Matty Mayhem. Went through the likes of Jakob. Jakob was in that match as well, and Jakob is, we've said it before, one of the most talented, most high rising stars coming up around not just the Northeast, because he's traveling all over the place now. Scoop made his debut in that match, and Scoop, while he is a wind-up merchant, very, very skilled. And there was Rory Shaw. I know it was a bit of an effort to get Rory Shaw out of that match, but still, Rory Shaw is an absolute, like you said, he's a machine, he's a tank. Johnny Flashback outlasts them all, becomes Mr. Next in Line, and then goes on a, pardon?
And Johnny Wilson as well.
Johnny Wilson as well, his former tag team partner. Sorry, that completely flashed us by. Flash. And then he's gone on and he's beat Danny Kaye as well. So there's 6 different names in the matter of 4 weeks.
Yeah, and listen, none of them names would be taken lightly.
No.
Any of them on a really good day could beat anybody. And the same goes for Danny Kaye. Like, I'll make it. I'll get on that in a second. Yeah, Danny Kaye was one of the first names that I contacted when IWF began. I seen him wrestling for Taylor, and I was like, I need this guy. He's very talented. He's got the charisma. He's a solid competitor, and he earned the right to be a Sovereign Shield champion. He definitely earned that right. And when he lost that, he didn't fall down. He didn't throw his toys at the pram. He went and got a tag team partner and won the Regal Duo Championships. That's the kind of talent that we want here. And to defeat him one-on-one, that's a very big thumbs up, because it ain't an easy bout.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Danny Kaye he's still really young as well. Whereas I don't want to call Flashback old, but Flashback had a lot more experience than Danny Kaye. And I'd like to think Danny Kaye, he's still, I wouldn't say he's still learning, but he's still picking things up from everybody that he faces, and he's got a lot more time to go wherever he wants in his career. I think.
Did you see that spinning disaster kick he did right on the button? Flashback. Wow.
Yes,
I'm surprised
I heard it.
Out of that.
Definitely heard it.
But what Flashback was saying there, like he would have loved the rubber matches, where he had to explain this to me. But we've had 2 matches in the past, and we're 1 each. Me and Flashback winning.
Okay.
So the rubber match would have been good, and to be fair, it's one of them that I think what would happen, because watching him, and I even see it on commentary, like previously wrestling Flashback, you knew what to expect. where I feel like now he's getting a bit more aggressive, and there's certain things that he's doing where like you're shocked. You're like, wow, I didn't know Flashback had that in his arsenal. So yeah, it would have been very, very interesting. And it'll be very interesting to see who he goes for with that next in line.
Yes. Right now he's got, I mean, he's multiple choices, really. He does have either of the Legion members he could pick. Right now he could pick Persona or he could pick Spawn. You never know.
I don't think he's ever faced Spawn on a major card or a major show. I know on Gala shows he's faced Spawn before. But with Persona, I believe he's faced him 6 times now. And
a lot of history.
He's not overcome that. So that could be something that's playing on his mind, and he wants to finally overcome Persona. Or does he want to tune up the band again with Johnny Wilson and go for them to the team?
Just about to say that. What if he just decides, you know what, tag team championships, I'm coming for you, and there he's thinking, well,
any one of them, I think Flashback has definitely got the potential to take the win, to take the strap, and to run with it.
100%. And you know, whichever one he does, if he does capture the championship, he will be one of the most respectful champions, because Flashbacks, he's built that way.
Certainly. And I would feel sorry for the next person who's got Danny Kaye, because he won't be happy.
Oh, no. Paid off Danny Kaye. Oof. Oh, he's going to scream. I just know it. But moving on, speaking of who Flashback could face, he could face the Sovereign Shield champion, and it's a Sovereign Shield championship match. We're talking about the triple threat match. And wow. So Alan Shaw, Persona, a lot of history, especially here at IWF. Alan Shaw spent so long as well chasing that Sovereign Shield championship. He finally did capture it. Persona managed to take it from him. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. Props to Persona at Grand Slam for doing it clean. He said he would, and he did. But I'm a sucker. I am a sucker sometimes. And I thought, you know what? Let's just put Alan Shaw straight back into his rematch with Persona. I did that. That was me. And then all of a sudden, the board decides to put a wild card in there. And you know what? In hindsight, looking back on it, I'm glad they did, because wow, Hex, what a competitor. What a guy, very fast, and keeping up with the likes of Alan Shaw and Persona. What you're going to see.
He was my pick.
He was your pick.
My pick to win it.
You know what? Came close.
He did.
Ladies, we've got the highlights to watch for this, folks. Please enjoy this amazing triple threat match for the Sovereign Shield Championship. Enjoy.
Do you know, before I want to say how excellent that was, DJ, look at that match, right? And you've got one of the guys who put IWF on the map in Persona. You've also got one of the guys who put Dropkick Championship Wrestling on the map in Alan Shaw. And you've got another one who helped put UWA on the map in Hex. If that doesn't show why wrestling, independent wrestling, working together is such a beautiful thing, I don't know what will.
Yes, 100%. I couldn't have said that any better myself, even if I tried. I completely agree.
Anybody who appears on the Patreon who weren't there, every single match was amazing, but this one alone is worth buying it on the Patreon.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about that Sovereign Shield Championship and Triple Threats, but wow. I mean, look at the very first time we saw that Sovereign Shield Championship Triple Threat first Grand Slam. Poof.
Amazing.
But, yes, and that featured Alan Shaw as well.
It did, and we always see it's a workhorse championship, and that was a prime example. I mean, some of the moves that was in that, like Hex flying over the top ropes, Persona, coup de grace on everybody in sight, and like the backflips, the front flips. You were all. It was like a tennis match, wasn't it? You're like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah. Three-way tennis match, and I was just about to come on to that, Titch. Nate had no business getting involved. Board need to speak up and give him a discipline. The board need to speak up and give him a discipline. Look, you leave Nate Sawyer to me.
I would.
It's the GM's
kind
on
of play devil's advocate here, obviously being the demon. Nate Sawyer was quite destructive at the beginning of IWF. He then got hit with a shovel by somebody that we know. He then kind of, I mean, shovel Christmas. He did steal my daughter. It kind of happens, but then he kind of lost his identity a little. And we see this with multiple different wrestlers. You lose your identity and you rebuild yourself, you rebrand yourself, and I don't think Nate Sawyer got given that opportunity to do that because all of a sudden he was gone. So did he have to make that statement?
I mean, is that the Hellhound?
No, that's next door's dog. It's a mutt.
I mean, I do get it. When you're coming back, you want to make that statement. You want everyone to go, oh, okay, they're back. They mean business. But that match, it was amazing. I mean, you know what? No, okay, I'm thinking about it more now, and I'm thinking, okay, what a match to make that statement in. But he ruined it. And I'm sick. I'm sick of people ruining me crap.
However, again, Nate Sawyer could have captured the Sovereign Shield Championship last October if it weren't for me making a return and costing Nate Sawyer.
So I could theoretically blame you for all this, bro.
Potentially. But it again, I think he done the right thing. He just took out the wrong person. I think he came back, he made a statement, he gave a pre-warning. But why Hex? That's what I want to know. He should have took out Persona, in my opinion.
I mean, he kind of did.
No, that's true.
Rammed him into that corner. So I'll admit, at first I thought, this is Persona. This is Persona's doing. He's found Nate Sawyer, he's brought him out, and he's going to pretend, no, this has nothing to do with me. But then Nate Sawyer put hands on Persona, and I'm thinking to myself, Persona wouldn't just allow that. And he rammed him into that ring post as hard as he could. So
Persona was shouting. So I was on commentary with the head honcho, and I'm saying this is all you. That I know what you're trying to do. The odds were stacked against him. You're bringing out Nate Sawyer, and Colin was saying it was nothing to do with him. And I heard Persona shouting over, I don't want it like this. I want to win fairly.
Yes.
And that did shock me. However, Nate, He doesn't play nicely with other people, and he took away Hex.
Yeah. I mean, fair play to someone that wants to do it cleanly, but it's still part of us that doesn't trust him.
Oh,
I don't forget very easily.
no, I don't blame you.
But before we move on, again, absolutely fantastic triple threat match. And in the comment section, we did see Hex earlier, so he must be okay. Either that or Nate Sawyer's got the Hex's phone, so he must be fine.
Oh, he's getting away. Like, Hex is a fast guy.
He's very fast, yes. We do move on, though, to another championship match. We have the Women's Liberty Championship. Penelope Grace defending against Lottie. We all know how everyone who saw Grand Slam knows how this match came about. Lottie was the special guest referee in the Women's Championship match. Penelope Grace capturing the championship from Kirsty Love, our first ever Women's Liberty champion. And what a reign that was, by the way. Penelope captures it, raises her hand, bang, title of the face of Lottie, and Penelope just decides to be that bitch. So yeah, you know, it was just logic. Lottie needed some sort of redemption. She needed to get her hands on her. So why the heck not? You know, new after Grand Slam, new year of IWF shows coming up. Why not? The Night of Champions, we booked Lottie taking on Penelope Grace, Women's Liberty Championship, and we got the highlights from that match. So let's witness them and have a chat. Enjoy. Can we just say poor Brian?
It's happening more regular than normal now.
It's happening more regularly. God, poor Brian. But
Yeah.
Penelope with the bloody title again. I'm sick of the champion. I feel like the championships, every time they get used as a bloody weapon, they're getting more and more disrespected. And I'm getting sick of it. I really am.
Yeah. I just think watching that match back, like Lottie she's very new to this. She's very new. Again, another one of the pillars to UWA. And there's a fire burning. It's slowly burning, and it just needs to explode. And I think once it does, I think Lottie will become one of our future Liberty champions. But she needs to find that aggression, because when you're going in with the likes of Kirsty, Penelope, they're aggressive ladies.
And they're veteran.
Yeah.
Been doing this longer.
And I was saying in the commentary, like 3 of Lottie's forearms that she was laying in was as effective as one of Penelope's. And that's because of that aggression. And it will happen. We'll see it, because there'll be a point where she snaps. And I would hate to be the lady in the match with her when that happens.
Yeah, those Lottie must have a headache. Titch says. I mean, yeah, so would you if you got hit in the face with a championship belt. I hope Lottie's okay though. I'm pretty sure she is very strong, very talented, and like you said, possible future women's Liberty champion. Who knows? But Penelope Grace somehow keeps the championship because Brian got knocked the heck out. God, Brian. I might have to install a ref cam, you know.
Oh, just wrap them in bubble wrap.
Brian and bubble. Imagine Brian and bubble wrap. 1 pop 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 pop. 2 pop 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 pop.
That'd be great. It'd be so amusing.
No. You don't do that type of stuff anymore, Brev.
That's true. That's true.
We are going to move on though from one fantastic match to another because we're going to see blacklisted Matty Mayhem taking on Arcade. The last time we saw Arcade was against Hex.
It was.
Hex pulling off the victory in that match as well. Arcade came back though, I think, looking stronger than ever, if I do may say so. Yeah, especially against someone like blacklisted Matty Mayhem. We are going to watch the match highlights, and then I have a guest for the rewind a bit later on in the show. But we've got a first guest coming on.
We're
going to talk about the match and then what happened after the match. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the highlights from Matty Mayhem taking on Arcade. And your winner, Matty Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant match as well. And before we talk about it, let's bring the guest on to talk about that match. So, who do you think it is? Do you think it's someone involved in the match? Do you think it's Matty? Do you think it's Arcade?
I hope it's not Arcade. Because if you said commentary, you might not.
I wouldn't have Arcade on the rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome blacklisted Matty Mayhem.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us. This is fun. I like this.
Yeah, not a problem. Glad to have you on. Arcade, how was it going up against him? How did you feel the match went?
It went well. I won, so it was a good start. But no, he pushed us to the limit. He is so tough. And like when you come across people like that, people tend to underestimate them. But I was under no illusion when I went in there what I was in for.
Well, Johnny Flashback. Oh, sorry. Lucha Matty says Benny. Johnny Flashback says this win can't be understated. I've been in the ring with both of these, and for Matty to defeat someone like Arcade, it shows the quality he's had inside him all along. And then we've got the Matty Mayhem fan club all coming in shouting your name.
Which is crazy considering at Grand Slam everybody hated me, so
Yeah,
You know,
But that's how fast public opinion though can
that's
change
it. That's
like
it.
that. Fantastic match, by the way, from both you and
Thank you.
Arcade.
Thank you.
I love watching you shout bang and then running and smashing people in the corner, and I don't know why.
Uh,
There's
it
something
feels,
so
it feels good.
satisfying.
It feels good.
Something so satisfying about seeing someone's knees crack into someone's spine.
Oh yeah.
But there was a worry early on in the match, though, wasn't there, where Arcade moved and you kind of smash your knee.
Oh yeah. Smash my knees and yeah.
And he kind of played on that throughout the match, and I thought, could this be the downfall of what was starting on Friday night?
Towards the end of the match, like I tried to get him up for the go to sleep, and my knees just gave way, so I couldn't quite get it. So I had to, improvise and do what I could. Thankfully, still managed to pick up the win. Yeah, it feels okay. It feels okay.
Good. That's important. Matty, train me, Lucha. There's Big Brev.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So many people are like, I didn't even know that you could do head scissors and stuff.
Yeah,
Always keep
I was surprised at that.
Yeah, I've got it. Multi-talented.
Brilliant. But of course, you won that match. But then, right at the end, as you're getting to your you know what's coming.
I know what's coming.
You know what's coming. You were stood there celebrating, and then this happened.
I've run the show. This is what happens when you mess with us. End up like him. Will ever be good enough. Oh! This was your fault. Your fault.
Scumbags.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch it, if you go back and watch it closely, right, the only way they could do it is from behind.
Yeah. Trying to say that
speaks volumes. Speaks volumes.
and
I expect it from Persona, but not Spawn.
that's your son, Brev. I mean, he's causing chaos right now.
Yes, he's the top of the food chain for a reason, but his attitude, he's making himself a target. Yeah, that's it.
100%.
He was always learnt or taught, should I say, to stand face to face and fight like a man, which I've seen him do before. Outside pizza shops, in the ring, and he's just lost that about him. And if he thinks going against people like Matty, going against other top talent in IWF from behind is going to get him places, it's not.
Yeah, just not how you do things. You know what winds me up as well? This time last year, the other Pillock had the championship and was doing pulling the same kind of crap.
Yep.
Well, they say the power of a belt goes to your head, don't they?
It does.
You know what? I wish someone had taken the belt out more. You, Daddy.
Oh,
maybe.
whoa.
Look, you could have beat some respect into the kid. You're retired now. You haven't got to worry about him anymore. I do, on a bloody weekly basis as well, because he's always doing crap online.
However, though, you've got somebody that seems a little bit sick of him.
Yes. Thank God.
I think it's not even the fact that I'm sick of him. I couldn't have him stand there in disrespect Dagon for what he's done. and what he said to Lilith, asking her to bow down. Like that's his sister, you know. These are the people that you're supposed to protect, and he's not doing that, is he? He's, you know, he's been a bit of a prick.
Yeah. I've been on the end of these attacks, and when you're face to face with them, they bottle it time for Daddy Matty to get them grounded. All right.
Yeah.
I must admit,
Needs grounding.
him and Spawn.
Oh, there's Ronnie the Don Bronson's watching.
Evening.
Evening, Ronnie.
That's got to be going through your head. Well, both of your heads. Matty Mayhem and Spawn.
Yeah, I'm gunning for it. You know, if there's anyone that can make it happen.
But he's sitting on the screen with us.
Yeah, that's it. Time and place. He needs to be held responsible for his actions.
I'm taking everything under advisement at the moment. It's a very delicate situation.
Yeah.
Monarch Madness is only 4 weeks away.
It is.
Just saying. I don't have an opponent yet, you know.
Yet.
Yeah.
You never know.
Ask the people. Ask the people what they want.
Oh, I think we know what the people want.
Do the people want to see Spawn versus Matty Mayhem for the IWF Championship? Get it in the comments.
See, this is where I can't be biased, but the wrestling fan in me wants to see that. But I've got to think about business as well. I've got to think about how everybody fits into the equation.
Right. That sounds
like you said, it's a strange situation considering last month no one liked me. This month I'm everybody's favourite. So, you know, I understand you've got to have your due diligence.
Exactly. For all I know, next week everyone might hate you again.
Yeah, that's it. But no, it's.
I don't think
I came in with a chip on my shoulder. That chip's gone now. You know, we could dive deeper into that another time.
Well, yeah, we'll talk. But
Yeah.
Matty, for now, I do want to thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun.
It has. It's been very fun, and hopefully it's not the last time we see you on the Rewind.
Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, Dagon,
No problem.
DJB. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the stream, bros.
I'm going to remove you from the screen now.
Perfect.
later.
Oh, you know what? Seems like a very nice guy, and like you said, last month people hated him. Now people love him. I like him. He seems like an alright guy.
He stood up for what was right. And
He has the Empire's best interest at heart. It seems.
He did, but my only worry is, like, anyone that's ever getting involved in our family drama, you've seen it. Persona was one of them, and look what happened to him. Like, he felt the wrath of the Red Face, he felt the wrath of Dagon and Strange and Spawn, and he got sent to hell.
Yeah.
And then Alan Shaw decided to get involved, and he lost his championship. Could Matty be the one that breaks the curse?
Let's hope so. You never know. I mean, it could be Mr. Next in Line. And speaking of, I mean, I do see everyone pouring these comments in. I know you all want it. Even the Next in Line wants to see Matty versus Spawn. Then who knows? It's a money maker, so make the match DJB. You just want to referee that match. Matty all the way. Make it happen, Captain.
I'm all about this, DJ, because if you take away what's going to build up to it, and like, yes, Matty came out to stand in front of me, and Spawn and Persona attacked him. If you take all that away, right, Matty Mayhem has been a figurehead in Northeast Wrestling for 15 years. You've got Spawn, on the other hand, who is the future of Northeast Wrestling. Putting them together in a ring for the biggest prize in the Northeast would be unbelievable. There you go.
All right, guys, I get it. Okay, I get it. Just, I don't want to feel like I'm being influenced right now by everyone, but I get it. Can we move on?
Yeah, I was just helping you make a decision.
Right. We're moving on to, well, this match also had some crazy crap happen. And I was quite looking forward to this one. Hybrid taking on the Big Brev Walker. Very
Big
very meaty match. So we're going to watch the highlights, and then we might have a guest.
Well, seeing that, there was 3 Brevs of Strange Street. I was the smallest. Then you had Dave. Then you had Walker. Dave holds the win over me. Let's not forget that.
Okay. I don't think I can ever forget that. None of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch the highlights from Walker taking on Hybrid. And then we're going to show you what happened after the match. And then we might have a guest, maybe 2, maybe 3. No, we don't have 3 guests. Don't worry.
We got the Big Brev on.
We haven't got the Big Brev on. Sorry. But what he is in the comment section, and I'm not putting that on the screen, Walker. He wants me to skip the highlight. I'm not skipping the highlights. They're officially part of Night of Champions.
I'd be happy to skip because I know what happens.
Yeah, but the point of the show is the people watching can see what happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garrett, stop messing around. Here are the highlights from Hybrid and Walker. Enjoy.
I need to have a chat with Brian
Why?
because clearly what was happening there was Walker was Little Spoon, Hybrid was Big Spoon, and he just wanted to have a little bit of a nap because it was hot and it was tiring.
I mean, he did say I fell asleep there.
Yeah, and Brian's just dropped his arm 3 times and let the bloke have 5 minutes. And he would have gotten up and he would have won.
That's the rules. Brav.
You know, mid-match. I've done that before.
It's not about you, Brav. Not
It's
anymore.
about me.
It's about to make hey. But there he is. Speaking of Victor Black, who caused the distraction in that match that allowed Hybrid to clock Walker with that Superman punch. Great win for the Pitbull. Was it great though? Was it really a great win if you had to help him achieve it? I mean, yeah, he stood up to Walker, but up until the distraction and Walker was caught off guard, Walker was just eating hits from Hybrid like they were out. He was just absorbing them. I'll bring a pillow next time, says Walker.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
make him aware that you're having a nap and you'll be fine.
Yeah. I was impressed by Hybrid in that match, to be fair. Defeating a former IWF champion is a statement.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, fair enough.
Jokes aside, you do have to give him it. He kind of got rid of the person he thought that was holding him down.
No
yeah,
hydration break, stayed on.
he kind of got rid of the person he thought was holding him back in Alfie, whether rightly or wrongly. And he goes and picks up an impressive win And let's not forget, last month, Walker put down Asylum. And he's an ex-RWF champion.
That is true. That is very true. Been telling you for a year Brian is incompetent. No, he's not. Stop it, Ed.
I just think sometimes he doesn't know what Imperial rules is, and I'm sure we switched it mid-match.
I didn't
I've
switch
got
it mid match.
I've got
But
you.
then Hybrid was celebrating, and then that is when the moment to strike was opportune for one young man, and this happened.
You've got to love that, don't you?
Yeah,
Alfie comes running in with his Jack Grealish do, nipples out, and he just breathe him. Love it.
I mean, Alfie obviously letting his emotions get the better of him, and he did warn Hybrid. It was coming. It was coming, and he wouldn't know when or where. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my first guest on.
Oh, got two of her.
Yes, and it's to talk about what happened after that match. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Alfie Jackson.
Oh, I
Thank you.
amazing.
I mean, do you feel better?
Much better. Much better.
Good. Please don't ever do that after a match ever again.
If you notice, so I was making a save for Walker.
How? No, the match was over?
Yeah, but he still had Walker.
Nah, that Hybrid was standing on his feet. When your music hit, Hybrid was standing on his feet.
Dagon's got his hand up.
You're the co-host. You don't need to put your hand up.
In all fairness, right? At least he waited till the match was done.
Could have waited until, everyone was gone. Settle it personally.
Nah,
I mean, fair play. You did warn him that it was coming, but right after a match and Hybrid was exhausted. I mean, I'm seeing it from both ways here. Look, okay, I don't want to seem like I'm picking favourites between people, which I've been accused of by certain skinny emo pillocks.
What do you mean? Yeah.
No, not you. I wonder sometimes. But Alfie, you got what you wanted. You got your shot at Hybrid there, hitting them with that chair. Very emotional, very personal. And I did say the first of two guests. I am going to tell you right now, Hybrid will be coming on this show after you leave. And I'm not bringing you on the screen at the same time. I am not going to have that sort of volatile situation live on air. But what I am going to do is allow you to say your piece before you leave.
No, but you could, though. You could mute either one of them while the other talks and be like the Jeremy Kyle show.
No, because no one of them, the right sign stuff.
That'll be Big Steve.
There we go. Problem solved.
No, we're not doing that.
I just want to ask Hybrid. So he goes on about me being a dead weight, and that he wants to prove himself, right? Yet the minute he ditches me, he brings in this bald, Mr. Clean-looking bloke to do all his heavy talking. I don't understand it. I didn't go running off to get someone on to do all the speaking, did I?
Fair. But, I mean, wrestlers having representatives and managers, it isn't a new thing. You know this. So it seems more personal.
Is
It
that
seems
all
like
you're angry about?
No, there's more. There's more. Just it's a PG show, isn't it? So
It is a PG
before
show.
work to go on, just
I mean, last month he took you through.
Cowardly
They were like,
attack. Can't attack hybrid face on. Has to sneak up like a rat.
however, Alfie was on his knees about to become this beautiful best friend ceremony, and hybrid was the one that sneak attacked Alfie.
and I also wasn't the one who was running away at the end of what you've just seen.
He
True.
did. He did.
Pepper,
I mean,
okay.
I would if you were wheeling a chair the way you were.
This is more than wrestling to me. Me and Hybrid, we were like family, you know. There were days where it was only him I would speak to when I was at my lowest. He helped me out through so much, and having the knife stabbed back on that night out of all the nights. And then you get poor Victor Black, who's been brought into something that is above his levels of understanding. This is very personal for me. And
Is that
honestly,
true?
DJ,
Is that true? Did Flashback actually try and talk you out of it?
he did. He saw us coming into the venue, and he tried to say, "Look, you're trying to prove yourself to be a better person." However,
I mean,
I
Alfie,
can't say that this is over between us, because it's not. Far from that, in fact. But this is a start.
Alfie, I don't know if you really like watch the shows back, but I've been part of the Ultimate Betrayal as well. I know exactly how you're feeling. I'll give you some friendly advice. I know Victor Black just did. I mean, DJ, what time one?
We are on 8 minutes past 9. Oh no.
Smash his fucking face in.
No, what? That's exactly what I'll do.
Every opportunity you get, make it a nightmare until you get him in that ring, one-on-one, and smash him.
Well, next when this 4 weeks away.
Well, no, not doing it. No.
DJ, if
It's
you're
still-
a massive
No. Let me just say this. You are still far too emotional for me to put you in the ring with that man. Far too soon. It's too volatile. I'm not doing it. I made the same mistake with him and Nate Sawyer. I'm not going to make the same mistake with you and Hybrid.
That's very mature. Yeah,
That's fine.
Okay.
But DJ, one question before I go. One question.
Okay.
If it was to happen, realistically, what would you do about it?
If what was to happen?
If the match was to happen, or if you were to confront Hybrid?
If I was to confront Hybrid again in that manner, what realistically would you do?
We'll cross that bridge if we come to it, won't we?
You know what? A wise man once said, better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. And with that, I'll leave you to the rest of the show. Enjoy the next hairy pillock that comes on. Good night, lads.
DJ, that wise person was me. Sorry.
How is it that even like beyond retirement, you're still meddling?
I said it to him about a year ago, and it's clearly stuck.
Alfie versus Hybrid. You're threatening a riot over everything, mate.
I'll riot with it. We'll be sitting in front row with our iron brews, and we'll riot.
Getting annoying now. Right, you know what? We've got another guest regarding this match, ladies and gentlemen, and I said I was going to keep them separated, and I have. I would imagine he's got a lot to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, the frickin' Pitbull Hybrid.
Yeah, Hybrid, I'd smash his bloody head in.
No.
Evening, gentlemen. Thank you for having us on.
Hi, Hybrid. So, elephant in the room. Alfie Jackson got his shot in at you. Steel chair in hand. After you successfully beat Walker with the help, I'm going to say with the distraction, of Victor Black. Your new, is he your manager, representative, acquaintance, lollipop salesman? Okay, so do you want to talk about the match or do you want to talk about Alfie first?
Well, we'll just talk about Alfie because everyone else has seemed to glaze over the match. Poor Walker. But again, this kind of leads into everything I want to talk about with Alfie. I don't really know what he was trying to achieve here, saying how I stabbed him in the back with a knife or something. But he's the one who comes in, attacks us from behind. I don't know what he wants to achieve in regards to me and him. Like, does he want to get in the ring with us? Because realistically, he can't lace up me boots. And that's that's why Alfie still uses Velcro, let's face it, because he can't even do his own. And I know we're going to hear lots from him. We're going to hear lots of videos of him saying stuff where he's wearing like a Homer Simpson hoodie. I don't know if you've seen his last one. He became an honorary oos. He's been watching some certain programming and he's given me my warning shot. Pew pew. But that's my point. You can't even put a video out without stealing other people's lines. So how is he gonna step in the ring with me?
I mean,
Face it, every time Alfie Jackson opens his mouth, something stupid or just pure uneducated falls out of it, and he becomes the talking point of a locker room, and it's all for the wrong reasons.
He's got a point. He's got a point. The hybrid went from Grand Slam 1 to Grand Slam 2, being tagged with Alfie, and all of a sudden, he's not with Alfie, and he beat an ex-IWF champion.
And adding on to what you just said there, Dagon, yeah, I tagged with Alfie, and you notice every time Alfie said something stupid, everyone was like, you're tagged with him. That's your tag partner. And I have to pretend every day for weeks and months that I actually like the kid. He's just a glory hogger. He steals everyone's glory. He goes on like I emotionally and physically damaged him. Yet he still managed to hobble out and get in the ring with you at the end of your match when you're retired. Try to steal your retirement glory. And let's not go on about at the end of my match. Do you know what, actually, the only thing that Alfie's decent at on a show is reading out the raffle numbers. And that's another thing he's stealing from Ruby. The top and bottom of this was when I was teaming with Alfie Jackson, the only good thing about him was I had a little bitch to shave me back. That was it.
was any of it real? Like, because there were, like, it appeared like you had great times. Carpool karaoke. You had fun then.
Yeah, it was great when I had a title on my shoulder, but Alfie also had turd hanging off his nose from everyone who's brown nose.
So by your own words, though, by your own words, it was great when I had a title hanging off my shoulder. Is that all it was?
I don't have a title hanging off my shoulder now, and I'm enjoying myself.
Making it appear like that's all you were interested in. Oh, I wanted the gold. Was any of the friendship actually real?
He was the best pick out of the worst bunch. There was no one left.
I would hate to be one of your mates.
He was never my mate. He goes on with family. I despised him. He irritated. He was like a Veruca. I just couldn't get rid of him.
I suppose you'll be wanting revenge for his little attack on you then?
I wouldn't waste my time. So what, we're going to be shoved down to the bottom of the card? Alfie versus Hybrid. I'd rather take on the people like Walker, the former champions, former big names. That's where I'm at now. I don't have time to face people like Alfie.
That's all coming out now. The tea is spinning all hour. Yeah, it got a bit personal there. But look, Hybrid, regarding the match or regarding anything coming ahead, is there anything you want to say before we do move on with the show?
I just want to keep it professional. I want to thank Walker for stepping in the ring with us. He was the poorer man on the night. Hats off to him. I was the better man. I toppled the giant. Who's next?
Hybrid doesn't have any mates, apparently. I mean, Victor's his mate, I would imagine.
It doesn't seem like he needs him, does it?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Props to you, Hybrid. You know what? Yeah, props to you. And like I did say, I don't know if you...
I'm going to cut you off. Sorry, quickly. If you notice, he's going on like he's this big saviour. When I beat the brakes off him, I've done it to his face. He done it from behind. And when he was wailing on us, if you watch it back, you can hear kids crying. You can hear the crowd telling us to get up and fight back.
I think there was only one kid crying.
Everyone despises him.
Look, I don't know if you heard when he was on the screen, but I did kind of have a little go at him not to do that crap again, especially after you've just had a match with someone the likes of Walker.
Born and Persona done it. So that's good that you're doing that. It's equal balance.
Yeah, but I don't like Persona. That's public information. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I click the remove?
No, thank you for having us on the show. Bring on whoever's next.
Thank you very much for coming on, Hybrid, and we'll catch you later. Oof.
I'm
say
saying
what?
the fence on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you've got no choice now, bro.
No, but can you, the little swear word I said, can you edit that out before this goes on?
No, we're live.
You could have told us before I said that.
What? Oh, God, how long have we been doing this? How long have I been doing this?
Well,
The rewind has never been pre-recorded.
retirement's tough.
Well, there, you knew. You asked what time it was. Yeah, you're winding me up now. Nah, you're winding me up. We're moving on. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of Night of Champions, which saw Johnny Wilson taking on Spawn for that IWF Championship. We are going to watch the highlights, and then we do have a guest. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the highlights from the main event, the IWF Championship on the line. Johnny Wilson, Spawn, one-on-one. Here we go. She has been cheating.
Cheating aside, what a match.
Oh, yeah.
What, like, I've said it from day one. Like, Johnny Wilson and Spawn are two of the most incredible young talents, Scotland and England. And putting them together in a main event, like, kudos to you. What a main event.
Yeah. I had high hopes for Johnny as well. I mean, you look at over recent months, he's been on a bit of a losing streak. Had a bit of bad luck here in the IWF, and I thought, you know what, this is going to pump him up so much. I bet he's going to blast through and steal the whole goddamn show. I'm probably going to get told off for saying that in a second as we welcome our guest. Because, sorry, Brev, but our IWF champion, Spawn, joining us on the rewind.
Okay, well, both yous can be quiet to start with, because I'm not here to answer questions. I've got demands.
Whoa, whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
What did I say?
No,
What did I
my
say?
show. I'll click mute. I will mute you, lad. Lad, this is my show, my world. A little bit of respect, please. Welcome, Spawn, to the rewind, our IWF champion, ladies and gentlemen. Spawn, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I mean, I did what I said I was going to do. Defeated Johnny Wilson. Done and dusted.
Blow.
Oh, you can be quiet with that. Right. There's a serious issue. There's a serious matter at hand here. Matty Mayhem disrespecting me at the start of the show. You know, getting involved in my family business, which, why are people not learned by now? It's just a bad idea to begin with. Doesn't end well for them. And then later on in the night, after I beat Johnny Wilson, he tries to embarrass me in my ring, in front of my empire. Now, see, like the classic 40-year-old dad, all he did was embarrass himself. He is the definition of an embarrassment. Stepping into my ring with those hideous Crocs on. You know, last person that threw a punch at me in Crocs started the story of 1-0 DeVito's.
Get off my screen, save Marty.
See, he's made it a lot more personal than what he had to. Disrespect me, try to embarrass me. Now, I don't just want him in a one-on-one. It's gone past that point. Now, if he's got the balls to step one-on-one against me in a street fight, because that's what I want. I want to inflict pain to that man. And the fact he wants to run his mouth, he wants to carry on making those little posts, he can.
So,
but at the end of the day, let's be quiet now. I'm still not done.
He's had his Pro Plus today, hasn't he?
You want to threaten my legacy, and see all was going to be is the fact that I turned on Dagon. Now, yes, Matty, he's got a great reputation. He has. He's done it for that many years. But his legacy, if he accepts to face me in a street fight, will be him on the mat and Spawn being 1-0 cheers.
You got tuned in while I was in Crocs. You know what? Before I talk about your little request here, and as IWF champion, I will take it in advisement. Before I talk about that, let's show the people exactly what Matty Mayhem did after the main event of Night of Champions, folks. Enjoy. I will.
Nobody wants to see him have that.
Did you hear the noise?
I mean,
who cares about their opinion?
May I just interject here?
Go on.
So I said on commentary before your match with Johnny Wilson that I wanted you to win. I wanted you to retain. I do want you to have a long and successful championship run because you beat me for it, fair and square. You were the better man. However, you do not need this new attitude that you've got. You do not need the person with the, as he once said to you, the second favorite prize in the IWF, which is quite disrespectful when he said that. You don't need that. You don't need Colin Barker giving you your orders. You are good enough to do it. But this little attitude, going against Matty Mayhem in a street fight, if it happens, you're going to fall very quickly.
You think I listen to orders? See, I make these decisions. As I mentioned before, I run this show. So
What happened?
this attitude that you're talking about, it is all because of people like you in this business. Trying to get that spotlight, trying to be relevant, the same way Matty Mayhem did.
You do realise that if you just asked me for an IWF Championship match, I would have given it to you. There was no need to go and do your little in the mask attacks and turning into whatever you've turned into. You had the Empire behind you. Now you're behind the Empire. That's a lonely and scary place to be.
Behind the Empire. I'm at the top of the mountain. I'm at the top of the table. Everyone else is behind me.
And it's a very empty table, isn't it? All the people that once sat and ate next to you, they're not there anymore, are they? And once you lose that little strap around your shoulder, Persona won't want anything to do with you, and neither will Colin. And you'll find out who the true glory hunters are. And when that happens, the door is always open. And I've always said that.
So you're just preying on the downfall of the Legion. That's all that sounds like. It sounds like jealousy. Because every time you've ever been a part of a team, they've always turned their backs on you.
I'm not jealous at all. And
that's all that it sounds like.
Listen, I've done it all. I'm trying to talk sense into you. However, because you are going, you're top of the mountain. You're going to be having opponents that are next level of what you're used to. And fair enough, you beat Johnny Wilson. Kudos. Street fight? Matty Mayhem? You think you're ready for that?
And you think I'm not. If I listened to your advice, I wouldn't have this championship. See, I proved myself against Nate Sawyer when I had a body bag match. I can go to them lengths.
Who won that match for you?
Oh, there he is again, trying to take that glory.
He's got a point, though.
Isn't much of a point just because he wanted to appear and just get in my spotlight so I can make him relevant again. That's all it's ever been.
I came back to make you the leader that you could be. And this isn't the leader that I had in mind. The leader I had in mind was the Spawn, the Lilac Demon that the fans loved. The person that would go out there time and time again and prove every single person, including me, wrong in that room. And all you're doing is proving us all right. You're spiteful, you're ungrateful, and you're going to fall.
You know, these little bits of advice, this little speech that you're giving us right now. I mean, it took you 14 years just to enter my life in anyways. Don't you get head onto that? See,
right.
you can say this as much as you want, but I am the ruler of the Empire. I am the prince of the underworld. So I don't need to listen to you anymore. You listen to me. That's how it
still
works.
your dad, Howie.
No, he's got a point. He's right. He is the prince of the underworld. And hell will freeze over the way that you're going.
Right. As far as your request, Spawn, it's under advisement. I need to talk to Matty about this because that's just not something you throw together. Not on a whim. So I'll speak to Matty. Well, I'll speak to whoever I need to, and then we'll see. I'm not going to say yes, but it's not a no.
Well, give me the answer sharpish, all right?
It's the best I can give you. But is there anything you would like to say before we usher you off?
Matty, step up to the table if you think you're big enough. Because this is my empire, and you will fall.
All right. Thank you very much, Spawn, our IWF champion, for joining us on the Rewind tonight. Have a good evening, kid.
You know what, DJ? If he just asked, they've had the match at Grand Slam, and I don't doubt the fact that the outcome would have been the same. Because Spawn, he was ready. It was his time. But I just want to know how he felt.
I will,
The
Matty.
night
I'll call you after that.
I want to know how he felt the night that turned his back on the Empire, and the kids that followed him for years cried, and the people who once loved him felt betrayed. It's a lonely feeling. And as I've said, going up against the likes of Matty, Johnny Wilson, Rory Shaw, anybody of that caliber, when your head's not right,
It's dangerous.
it is.
You can get hurt.
Because let's face it, going back to the match, if Persona didn't distract Brian, Johnny Wilson could have made that reign very short.
Yeah. He really could have. I've said it before, say it again, he is a sneaky little rat. I hate him. Seriously, man, since the day IWF was conceived, that man has done nothing but been a pain in me arse.
And it's even worse now that he's got Spawn by his side, because
That's on you. He's your lad.
listen, I never learnt him any of this. I brought him up to be respectful, to be the person to rule this empire in the right way, and he's just threw it all away. As Matty Mayhem said, he pissed it all away.
Yep. But ladies and gentlemen, still your IWF champion, Spawn. And that was Night of Champions. With that over, oh, yes,
Are you going to put a graphic up in a second?
I am.
Yeah. I like
With
this
that
graphic.
being said, we are moving swiftly on to probably the nicest looking poster that the IWF has produced. Monarchs Madness, September 12th, back on a Saturday. Hey, back at Chesborough as well in Sunderland. Doors open regular time again at 6 o'clock, which I'm guessing the show will start at 6:30 like usual. Tickets are £10 for adults, £5 for children. If your child is under, I think it's £5. Get in for nothing. Come in for free. Enjoy the show. Oh, what a poster that is. And wow, Hex. Hex looks that looks like a proper video game character. I really like that.
I think this poster kind of shows everything we're about, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
we were at one point the only promotion in Sunderland. I know there's Shield Pro dabbling out every now and again, which is great to see. We've got UWA now at the beginning of every month, but that poster shows what we were built on. We came to Sunderland to bring great entertainment and great wrestling, and we've got some amazing landmarks from the Pride Land there, and all of our very, very talented wrestlers.
Yeah, and they're all very diverse from there. Come from different grounds of wrestling. I mean, you've got Hex, who is the next generation. Spawn, who is he's up and coming, but he's currently at the top of the Empire as the champion. You've got Nate Sawyer, who is just destructive. It seems he's got nothing but absolute destruction on his mind. And then you've got Matty Mayhem, who, in my opinion, out of the four there, is the hero that is trying to bring the Empire back to its glory and trying to bring the Legion down.
Yeah, correct.
I need to have a chat with you, DJ, but Walker, you know my inbox is always open for you, bruv.
As long as you bring Iron Brew, hey, listen.
I mean, I haven't had Iron Brew in a long time. I'm over Iron Brew now, bro. I haven't passed it.
I thought the same, right? And I had one when I was on commentary on Friday. I'm enjoying that sweet nectar once again.
Need something new. But yes, Monarchs Madness, our next show. It's going to be off the charts. I think it's going to be one of the best shows of the year. And it's going to be hot because we're in Cheers, and it's always hot in Cheers.
Will be
Ed,
if you make
no,
matches that
no.
we've been calling for.
Ed, no. Bring back Strange. No. Look. The past is the past for a reason. It's nice to remember the past. That's why I wear merch, like the Strange merch, because I had fun in times like that. Yeah, but look, got to keep moving forward. You've got to keep trying to be better, trying to be bolder, trying to be bigger. And so, sorry, but I don't think someone like Strange would fit in the equation anymore.
As
Just
the
look at
he once said, the past is in the past.
exactly. Yes, Monarchs Madness, September 12th. Reserve your tickets today by contacting the IWF page. Do it right now. Really, do it right now. But it's going to be fantastic. Final thoughts. Dagon, as the co-host, you can go. I'll let you go first.
It feels weird going first. Yeah, so apologies for getting a bit overexcited when Alfie Jackson came on. It was just nice to see that side of him. No, that show was absolutely amazing. The highlights are great, but I still don't think it does it justice as being there on the night. Get yourself along the next one. It's gonna be a banger, guaranteed. Monarchs Madness, if you go by last year, it's going to be one of the best shows of the year. Incredible talent coming through, like Handsome Jack Carter and Fahrenheit. Our new Regal Duos champions. Will Flashback make a decision? It'd be great to see if he does. Will DJ give in and give us the matches that we're all screaming for? You'll have to keep your eye on the page to find out. But no, keep supporting the Empire and have a great week.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dagon, for being the co-host and coming on here. I'm going to make him do this till he's 90, folks.
I've enjoyed it.
Retirement, schmirement. Anyways.
Oh, I've got a question, though.
Oh, fire away.
DG, your final thoughts?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on the Rewind. My final thoughts of the night are you just got to keep paying attention to the page, coming to the shows, and make sure to catch the full show on Patreon when it drops. Dagon did say there before, the highlights don't do it justice, whether you're there or whether you catch the full match as well, because we just show you little bits. These highlights are like a minute or two long. The matches are like so much longer than that. There's so much more to them than what you're seeing here. So please continue to support the Empire. Head over to Patreon, follow the YouTube, like, subscribe, do everything. In fact, the outro to the Rewind will tell you what to do. I've been DJB.
That's say hello, Google.
Yeah. No! You right, you know what? I'm having words with you. Thank you very much for joining us, folks. Good night.